Hello and welcome back to the Cars.co.za YouTube channel. I'm David Taylor and it's time for the news. First up, it's a massive story. Chery has purchased Nissan South Africa's factory. Big story. Then we have Volvo's brand new EX60, plus finally there's going to be a recall for a brand new hatchback that went on sale last year. And before we get into all of these stories, guys, Cars.co.za, we're not just a cool content platform, we actually sell cars. Right now there are over 73,000 vehicles listed for sale. Okay, music.
It's Cars.co.za here in another Cars.co.za production starring Cars.co.za and Cars.co.za. In this country, we don't just drive cars, we love cars. We love cars as much as you do. So slide into our DMs on WhatsApp. Let's find what moves you.
Right, let's get straight into it. The big news. And the writing has been on the wall for some time and the signs were always there, but still, what a press release to get. And it's on your screen right now. If you hadn't seen it, Friday, 23rd of January, Nissan South Africa announced that it was selling its facilities to Chery South Africa. And as a reminder, Nissan's factory, that's located in Rosslyn, Pretoria, and was responsible for the NP200 production. Remember that lovely little thing? As well as the locally tuned Navara double cab bakkie. I'd like to unpack a lot of the implications for this, and thankfully the Nissan press release was quite detailed in what's going on. So let's go through this. What happens to the Nissan South Africa staff? So let's look. The agreement will see the majority of associated Nissan employees offered employment by Chery SA on substantially similar terms and conditions as today. This is a great place to start in my opinion, because obviously if a business is being sold, the first thing everyone's worried about is job losses. In a market such as ours where unemployment is rampant and it's actually a real problem, I think it's good to see some job security. And yes, it remains to see exactly who's staying and who's going, but I think the National Union of Metal Workers will keep a strong eye on things and hopefully the damage isn't too severe. And with a bit of luck, most of the factory workers will be staying on. The next big question is this the end of the road for Nissan South Africa? And I'm happy to report that it's not. And while the local manufacturing, which was the Navara, has dried up, I do think we'll be seeing Navaras come from other factories. As a reminder, Nissan has factories around the world, like the States and Thailand and so on. And I suspect that if we get another Navara, it'll be sourced from Thailand. In terms of new product, Nissan has said we will be getting new cars in 2026 and things like the new generation Patrol. That's confirmed for our market, as well as a Nissan badge duster. The next question I think is worth discussion, and I don't know the answer to this, but I'm going to predict and go for a gut feel. The question is, what exactly will Chery be making in the Rosslyn facility? My answer is pretty straightforward. That factory is currently set up for body-on-frame, ladder frame. That's bakkie setup. And I think Chery will be going, you know what? The factory already makes bakkies. Let's make our bakkies here. And we already know that with the likes of the Chery Himmler, that's their double cab bakkie, they're starting to push into the commercial space with that. And I think that's what the factory will be making when the deal eventually goes through. Speaking of the deal, this includes everything. So it's not just the factory, so that's the one thing. You're getting the land, they're getting the metal stamping plant, plus the buildings. Now this deal is still subject to a few regulatory approvals and T's and C's as everyone says. So I suspect that we'll only get full confirmation probably around the middle towards the end of 2026. So yeah, guys, like I said, this is a massive story. And my question to you is, and you're welcome to smash it in the comments below, which brand from China will be setting up manufacturing operations in South Africa next? I have a hunch, but I want to hear your thoughts. Which brand do you think should start building cars in South Africa? With the Chery Nissan deal, that's going to be the second factory. Remember that the first factory is the BAIC factory that's out in Kruger, and they're making things like the little SUV and so on. On to the next story, and on your screen right now, this is the brand new Volvo EX60. Now, after the chaotic development of the EX90, I mean, that car was plagued by software bugs and delays and I think Volvo has said, guys, we need to go back to what we do best. Let's focus, let's think about it, let's stick to what we know. This mid-sized new energy vehicle, that's officially confirmed for South Africa towards the end of 2026. There's 3 electric powertrains on offer, but guys, I think the important thing here is the range. And everyone goes, oh, electric cars, they can't go very far. Volvo is claiming that EX60 is capable of 810 kilometers on a single charge. Now, yes, this is a claim, but when this car arrives, guaranteed we will be testing this out, seeing if we can do 750 to 800 kilometers per charge. I think this is going to be a really cool test. Other noteworthy changes, well, Volvo's stuck to its really conservative, smart, premium styling. It's on the SPA3 platform, that's on the higher end of stuff, and there's a new computer core. It's called Hugen Core. I'm not sure I've pronounced that correctly. Apologies if I've got it totally wrong. But it's the componentry suppliers that I'm most interested in. So they've gone for NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Google. This is going to be a seriously high-tech car. One of the biggest highlights is it's going to be one of the very first cars that incorporates Gemini AI into the vehicle. So you're going to have fat conversations with an artificial intelligence.
Hey Google, how much time is there before the next meeting and where is it?
Your event, Gemini Future Features Test Session, is at the Volvo Software Center at 4 p.m.
Hey Google, how long will it take to get there from here?
It will take about 5 hours and 9 minutes.
Now, as much as AI has become a day-to-day thing, have we gone too far with AI integration? I know a lot of people rely on Gemini and Grok and ChatGPT for day-to-day things, but surely a car is a safe space and a sanctuary away from the digital life. You can let me know in the comments below if you think this is ridiculous and we don't need it, or maybe you think like, finally, this is exactly what we needed. Another interesting thing I discovered on the press release, and guys, we know that Volvo loves its safety things. They're also debuting a new seatbelt technology. So in the past, you used to just click your seatbelt on and then you would be safer. Now this adaptive seatbelt, as they're calling it, will measure your height, weight, body shape, and where the chair is positioned for optimized safety. I think that's really cool. Okay, positioning, Volvo EX60, like I said, you can expect this in South Africa towards the end of 2026, and it goes up against the soon-to-be launched BMW iX3. Pricing, I reckon that it'll be just under 2 million Rand, hopefully 1.5, 1.6. I do think this should be a competitive product, and guys, let's hope that there's maybe a plug-in hybrid version at some point along the lines. And our final story, the recall news. Now, if you've been a long-time subscriber to the Cars.co.za YouTube channel, you will have seen my review on the MG3 hatchback. Great little thing, honest, unpretentious, does the basics right, well priced. But there was one tiny little asterisk, and that was when it came to the safety. Now you may remember that during that video, we showed the crash test video where the front driver's seat decided to just release itself and you basically got flung around the car. Now MG South Africa has issued a recall and it says the following. 209 MG3 units sold nationally from 30th of August 2025 are affected, and customers are advised to take their vehicles to the nearest MG dealership for a service measure. All inspection and corrective work on the vehicles will be carried out at no cost to you, the customer. And I think that's really cool. And shout out to the National Consumer Commission for sending me that press release. Really appreciate the work that you do there. And that brings me to the end of this week's news episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Links to the content you've seen today will be in the description below. And remember, Cars.co.za, 73,000 new and used vehicles for sale on our website. Plus, we have free apps for both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. I will see you in the next week's episode. Okay, bye.
Anyways, she's old.
You know what? Talking on the phone can be such a lust. And don't even get me started on emails. Yo! With Cars.co.za, you can use WhatsApp to chat directly with dealers or private sellers. Real people, real-time answers. No cold calls.
I realized that.
Just straight talk about your car and what you want. Yippee-ki-yay, mother... I was gonna say trucker. You can now most search for cars there inside WhatsApp. Boom! Chat, negotiate, sort out paperwork, all without putting on your plugins. Easy peasy. WhatsApp on Cars.co.za. Let's find what moves you.
Cars.co.za.